And we're back on splitting and injection mold. We've created the parting surfaces, we've imported the parts, we've added shrinkage, which again, this is something you check multiple times. Have you applied shrinkage? Is the shrinkage correctly? My general rule of thumb is I put it on, I verify it after I put it on, I finish the split, I check it when I finish the split, I design the mold, I check it before I send the mold design to the customer, and then I check it again when I do drawings. So I have like 4 or 5 checks of shrinkage just to make sure. Because if you mess up shrinkage, you can mess up an entire tool. You can make lots of little mistakes. And missing shrinkage is a little mistake in the terms of how easy it is to forget. But you can do a lot of little mistakes that don't cost nearly as much money as missing shrinkage. So you always want to make sure you check shrinkage. Shrinkage, shrinkage, shrinkage. Make sure it's right. Make sure it's, like when you put that value on your drawing, get it from your model so you know it's correct. Okay. So now we have our parting surfaces and everything like that. So now we need to create a workpiece. Create workpiece, WP for workpiece, start part, default, so it's just back down to the center of the block. Now we're gonna right click, activate our workpiece, go to extrude, define, and then we're just gonna draw a rectangle, center rectangle. We're actually gonna use that fill as our constraint system. So that fill is determining how large this is. Now we are to where we size it. So we want to do both sides. Now this is going to go into a mold base. So I'm not really too concerned with how much it sticks, the resulting part sticks above this plane. I'm concerned with how far this plane sticks into the next block. So let's say we could use an 875 plate because they come in increments of 7/8, and we could use, that would be a little tight. Yes. We'll use that. So there we go. And now we have our block sit there. Now all we do from then on out is go to what the heck? Oh, there we go. So we go to volume split. Go to 2 volumes. We have to hit this button up here, reference part cutout. And we have to select our parts. And that basically just removes the parts from the workpiece. This is the workpiece it's selected. These are the parts. So then you just have the cavities of the block. You confirm that. Now we're going to select our parting surface and the surface that closed those, this is where wireframe comes in handy, that closed those blocks off, and now we can go in here and we can click, and we can see that that is the cavity. So island 1 will be housing cavity. Housing 2, island 2 is housing core. And we confirm that. Now we have, and if we went to extract mold components, select our start part again. Now we have 2 blocks that have our mold surfaces in them. But there's something I don't like. You see, these would be done with core pins and ejector sleeves. Ejector sleeves are a type of ejector pin that pushes the part from the mold that goes around a pin. So the pin is stationary, the pin stays in place, forming this boss, and then it goes all the way back through the entire mold. And then in the ejector plates, there lies a ejector sleeve, which has a hole through it that pin passes through. And that ejector sleeve can push up with the ejector plates, push against this surface right here, and eject the part from the mold. And that's a preferred way of doing that with pins like this, because the pins are difficult to eject from because they tend to stick. So what we'll do is we'll do model, extrude, surface, define, pick the surface, and we're going to do references there and references there. And we're going to draw a circle bigger than that. Oh, we don't want that to be construction mode. Now, this circle is 297, so probably a 1/4 inch pin. Actually, yeah, be a standard size. Let's flip this around through all. Oh, not that. We'll just make it to next. There we go. We confirm it. Now what we can do is we can resume this, go to mold volume, volume split. We're going to select our core housing and this surface. We're going to do one volume. Select, we don't want that island, so it's this island. So it's housing, core, pin. And since they're all identical, we only need to do it once. So we just extract the one pin. And that's it. So that is the gist of our split. Now we'll need to create the other features in the mold and flesh this out into a mold.